The comms crackle to life, a frantic alien voice pleading, "He's coming, the human, he's unstoppable." As explosions rock the space station, we cut to Jax, a lone figure amidst the chaos, plasma rifle blazing. What could bring this one-man army to bear against an entire galactic empire? Prepare yourself for a desperate fight for survival, where even gods fear mortality. Now, stay tuned as we unfold the story of Jax, the unstoppable human mercenary, and how one impossible contract set him on a collision course with destiny. The contract begins with a proposition most would dismiss as a suicide mission. Jax accepts a seemingly impossible assassination contract, tasked with eliminating the tyrannical Overlord Zorgon, ruler of the Krall Galaxy. This Overlord wasn't just a warlord, he was a brutal dictator whose reign was marked by oppression and fear. The Krall Galaxy, under Zorgon's iron fist, was a place where hope went to die, and resistance was met with swift and merciless retribution. The briefing lays out the insurmountable odds, detailing Zorgon's impregnable fortress, a technological marvel bristling with advanced weaponry and defensive systems, surrounded by a vast army of genetically enhanced Krall warriors, loyal only to their merciless leader. This fortress isn't just a building, it's a symbol of Zorgon's power, designed to withstand any assault. Yet, as the grim details of the contract are revealed, Jax remains unfazed. His only response is a smirk and 3 words, "Consider it done." This isn't bravado, it's a quiet confidence born from years of experience and countless battles won against impossible odds. Jax doesn't need grand speeches or elaborate planning sessions. He assesses the situation, calculates the risks, and commits, his mind already racing with the audacious plan that defies all odds. This seemingly simple acceptance foreshadows the extraordinary challenges and sacrifices Jax will face as he ventures into the heart of enemy territory. It sets the stage for a campaign of cunning, skill, and unrelenting determination, where the fate of the Krall Galaxy hangs in the balance. As Jax prepares to embark on this perilous mission, his smirk hints at the audacious plan brewing beneath the surface, promising a journey filled with unexpected twists, daring maneuvers, and relentless action. Turning now to the how, Jax begins his audacious infiltration. He doesn't just waltz in, he orchestrates a calculated deception, commandeering a Krall transport ship. This isn't a simple hijacking, it's a meticulously planned operation involving stealth, precision, and a touch of audacity. With the stolen vessel secured, Jax forges credentials, each document a testament to his resourcefulness and attention to detail. These aren't mere copies, they're expertly crafted fakes designed to withstand intense scrutiny. Entering Zorgon territory is like stepping into a lion's den where danger lurks around every corner. Multiple security checkpoints stand as barriers, each guarded by vigilant Krall officers and advanced surveillance systems. But Jax doesn't falter. He navigates these checkpoints with a combination of daring maneuvers and quick thinking. It's a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, where one wrong move could expose his entire operation. Every move Jax makes is precise and calculated, his actions honed by years of experience in the field. This isn't reckless abandon, it's a symphony of skill and strategy, where every step is carefully planned and executed. Amidst this carefully orchestrated infiltration, a close call threatens to unravel everything. A suspicious Krall officer, his eyes narrowed with doubt, approaches Jax, questioning his identity and purpose. The air crackles with tension as Jax faces his most immediate challenge. This isn't just a casual encounter, it's a test of his resolve and ability to maintain his carefully constructed facade. and leaves us wondering how Jax will maintain his cover. The coming moments will test Jax's resolve as he navigates deeper into enemy territory, bringing him ever closer to the heart of Zorgon's dominion. As the tension thickens, the next phase unfolds, revealing Jax's intent to disable the planetary defense systems. This isn't a mere act of vandalism, it's a calculated act of sabotage, designed to cripple the Krall's military might. Jax moves with purpose, planting strategically placed explosives throughout the defense network. Each device is carefully positioned to maximize damage and disrupt the Krall's ability to retaliate. The explosives aren't just randomly placed, they're meticulously set to target critical infrastructure, ensuring maximum impact with minimal resources. As the explosives detonate, a series of shockwaves ripple through the Krall fleet, leaving chaos and destruction in their wake. This isn't a surgical strike, it's a full-scale assault on the enemy's capabilities, rendering their defenses vulnerable. The Krall fleet is left crippled, their ships disabled, and their command structure in disarray. Jax's actions have effectively neutralized their ability to respond, leaving the entire planet open to attack. With the planetary defenses disabled, the once impregnable fortress is now exposed, its vulnerabilities laid bare for all to see. Jax's sabotage has leveled the playing field, turning the hunter into the hunted. As alarms blare and panic spreads, Jax surveys the scene with a grim satisfaction. The chaos he has unleashed is a necessary step in his plan to dismantle Zorgon's empire. Amidst the chaos, Jax whispers, "Time to even the playing field." This isn't just a boast, it's a declaration of intent, signaling a shift in power that will reverberate throughout the Krall Galaxy. Jax's actions bring the mission into a new phase of the operation. The stage is now set for the next phase of Jax's mission, as he prepares to confront Zorgon himself, venturing ever closer to the heart of the enemy's dominion. The fourth practice focuses on the gauntlet. With the planetary defenses neutralized, Jax now faces an even more perilous challenge, a deadly gauntlet guarding Zorgon's fortress. This isn't just a security measure, it's a carefully orchestrated series of obstacles designed to weed out all but the most determined intruders. The gauntlet is a lethal combination of laser grids, robotic sentinels, and genetically modified Krall warriors, each designed to test Jax's skills to the limit. The laser grids crisscross the corridors, creating a deadly maze that requires precise timing and agility to navigate. These aren't just simple beams, they're sophisticated energy fields that can slice through solid matter. Robotic sentinels patrol the area, their sensors constantly scanning for intruders. These aren't just mindless drones, they're heavily armed and programmed to eliminate any threat with extreme prejudice. Genetically modified Krall warriors stand guard, their enhanced strength and reflexes making them formidable opponents. These aren't just ordinary soldiers, they're the product of advanced bioengineering. Each obstacle seems insurmountable, pushing Jax to his limits as he fights against the odds. Undeterred, Jax surveys the deadly obstacle course before him, aware of the risks and challenges that lie ahead, but also confident in his ability to overcome them. As he prepares to face the gauntlet, Jax remarks dryly, "They really don't want visitors, do they?" This isn't just a flippant comment, it's a recognition of the formidable defenses he must overcome. With a smirk, Jax unleashes a barrage of calculated attacks, his movements precise and his aim deadly. He weaves through the laser grids, disables the robotic sentinels, and takes down the genetically modified Krall warriors with ruthless efficiency. His combat prowess proving unmatched with every move he makes through the gauntlet. Each obstacle falls before him, his skill and determination pushing him closer to his goal. Surmounting such challenge and facing the dangers behind the fortress walls, Jax prepares to infiltrate the inner sanctum where a tense standoff awaits him. Having conquered the gauntlet, Jax breaches the fortress walls. He infiltrates the inner sanctum, the heart of Zorgon's power, where the tyrannical Overlord awaits, surrounded by his elite guard. This isn't just another room, it's the epicenter of Zorgon's control, the place where decisions are made that affect entire galaxies. The inner sanctum is a heavily fortified chamber designed to withstand any attack. Energy shields shimmer in the air, and heavy blast doors seal off every exit. Zorgon's elite guards stand ready, their weapons charged and their eyes fixed on Jax. These aren't just ordinary soldiers, they're the best of the best, hand-picked for their skill and loyalty. The air is thick with anticipation, the scent of impending violence hanging heavy. This isn't just a meeting, it's a confrontation, a battle of wills that will determine the fate of the Krall Galaxy. A tense standoff ensues, neither side willing to make the first move. The silence is broken only by the hum of energy weapons and the heavy breathing of the guards. This isn't just a pause, it's a moment of reckoning, a chance for both sides to assess their options. Zorgon, seated on his throne, surveys Jax with a sneer. He isn't just surprised, this is an insult to Zorgon's might. This isn't just a challenge, it's a declaration of war. Zorgon's elite guards clench their fists as they stand ready to defend their leader at a moment's notice. With a voice dripping with disdain, Zorgon finally speaks, "You dare trespass in my domain, human." These aren't just words, they're a challenge, a provocation designed to test Jax's resolve. Jax's arrival marks the beginning of the final confrontation. As the tension reaches its peak, the stage is set for a deadly struggle for supremacy. This imminent duel teetering on a knife's edge, a battle of skill, determination, and ruthlessness, will determine the fate of Zorgon and the Krall Galaxy. Now the duel begins. Jax engages Zorgon in a fierce battle, a clash of titans in the heart of the Overlord's inner sanctum. Energy weapons scream as they tear through the air, plasma bolts streak across the room, illuminating the combatants in a blinding display of power. This isn't just a skirmish, it's a high-stakes confrontation with the fate of the Krall Galaxy hanging in the balance. Zorgon's cybernetic enhancements are immediately apparent, granting him superhuman strength and speed. He moves with a ferocity that belies his bulk, each strike carrying the force of a battering ram. This isn't just an advantage, it's a testament to Zorgon's willingness to sacrifice his humanity for power. Despite Zorgon's formidable enhancements, Jax remains undeterred. His tactical brilliance shines through as he anticipates Zorgon's moves, countering each attack with precision and skill. This isn't just luck, it's the result of years of training and countless battles. Jax's relentless determination keeps him in the fight, even as Zorgon's attacks grow more intense. He refuses to yield, pushing himself to the limit in pursuit of his objective. This isn't just courage, it's a reflection of Jax's unwavering commitment to completing his contract. The battle teeters on a knife's edge, with neither side gaining a decisive advantage. The air crackles with energy as weapons clash, each impact sending shockwaves through the room. This isn't just a fight, it's a test of endurance, a battle of wills that will determine who emerges victorious. As their struggle escalates, who will gain the upper hand, setting the stage for Zorgon's potential fall. In the climax of the battle, with both warriors battered and bruised, Zorgon's overconfidence becomes his undoing. Jax, ever observant, notices a slight chink in Zorgon's cybernetic armor, a vulnerable point hidden beneath layers of metal and enhancements. This isn't just a lucky break, it's the culmination of Jax's meticulous study of his opponent.
his ability to anticipate Zorgon's moves and identify his weaknesses. Summoning the last of his strength, Jax launches himself at Zorgon, delivering a precise and devastating blow to the exposed area. This isn't just a strike, it's the culmination of Jax's tactical brilliance, his ability to exploit even the smallest advantage. The effect is immediate. Zorgon staggers back, his cybernetic systems failing as sparks fly from the damaged armor. The Overlord's reign of terror, built on brute force and technological superiority, crumbles with each failing circuit. This isn't just a defeat, it's the end of an era for the Krall Galaxy. As Zorgon collapses, his eyes wide with disbelief, he gasps his final words, "Impossible." A mere human, this isn't just a statement, it's a recognition of Jax's extraordinary skill and determination, his ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. With the fall of Zorgon, Jax's legend begins to take shape, his name whispered in awe and fear throughout the galaxy. This isn't just a victory, it's a turning point, a moment that solidifies Jax's reputation as the unstoppable human mercenary, a force to be reckoned with in the cosmos. And with Zorgon defeated, the fortress is thrown into chaos, setting the stage for Jax's daring escape. The air crackles with tension, and now, amidst the pandemonium, Jax initiates his daring escape. With Zorgon's fortress in utter disarray and Krall forces converging from every corner, the odds are stacked heavily against him. However, Jax isn't just any mercenary. He's a master strategist with an uncanny ability to turn chaos to his advantage. His intimate knowledge of the fortress layout, acquired during his meticulous infiltration, becomes his greatest asset. Every vent, every hidden passage, every service corridor is imprinted in his mind, transforming the collapsing stronghold into his personal playground. Employing a combination of stealth, agility, and sheer audacity, Jax navigates the labyrinthine corridors, evading patrols and bypassing security checkpoints with breathtaking ease. His movements are precise and calculated, each step taken with purpose and confidence. As alarms blare and explosions rock the fortress, Jax remains unfazed, his focus laser-sharp on his ultimate goal, extraction. With a smirk playing on his lips, he quips, "Time to cash in," a sardonic remark that underscores his unwavering resolve and mercenary spirit. This isn't just about survival, it's about completing the mission and collecting his reward. The phrase serves as a personal mantra, a reminder of the stakes and the ultimate prize that awaits him. Jax's escape is not a mere flight from danger, but a carefully orchestrated performance. He uses the confusion and panic to his advantage, blending into the shadows and exploiting the weaknesses in the Krall defenses. Each obstacle he encounters is met with a swift and decisive response, whether it's a well-placed EMP grenade to disable a security drone or a silent takedown of an unsuspecting guard. His actions are a testament to his unparalleled combat skills and his ability to think on his feet, adapting to the ever-changing circumstances with remarkable speed and efficiency. As he moves deeper into the fortress, the path ahead remains fraught with danger, but each step brings him closer to freedom and sets the stage for a thrilling getaway through the crumbling stronghold. Reaching his extraction point won't be easy, but Jax is about to defy all expectations and leave the Krall forces eating his dust. Reaching his extraction point, Jax spots a hidden hangar, cleverly concealed behind a maintenance panel in the fortress's underbelly. Inside, bathed in the dim emergency lighting, waits his ride, a sleek, pre-programmed escape ship, its engines humming with latent power. The vessel is compact but efficient, designed for speed and maneuverability, perfect for a quick getaway. Jax wastes no time, strapping himself into the pilot's seat and initiating the launch sequence. With a surge of power, the ship rockets forward, tearing through the hangar doors and bursting into the atmosphere above the Krall planet. As he soars into the inky blackness of space, Jax glances back at the Krall fortress, now a distant silhouette against the horizon. Suddenly, a series of explosions rips through the structure, turning it into a spectacular display of fiery destruction. The sabotage he initiated earlier has reached its crescendo, crippling the Krall forces and sending a clear message that their reign of terror is over. A wry smile touches Jax's lips as he witnesses the chaos he has wrought. His mission is complete, and he has delivered a crippling blow to the Krall Empire. However, amidst the satisfaction of victory, a sense of unease settles over him as he looks out into the vastness of space, countless stars twinkling in the distance. The cosmos is an infinite expanse of possibilities and unknown dangers. Even with this victory, Jax knows that his journey is far from over. New contracts await, new enemies will rise, and new challenges will test his skills and resolve. The explosion may have been a testament to his devastating victory, but the infinite void serves as a stark reminder. There are always more battles to be fought, more risks to be taken. As he sets course for his next destination, the words of past adversaries echo in his mind, as they tried to remind him that the universe is vast and his actions, regardless of how impressive, are but small ripples in the grand scheme. Adjusting the ship's controls, the vastness of space reminds him that there are more challenges ahead. As the dust settles from the Krall fortress explosion, Jax punches in the coordinates for the neutral space station, a sprawling hub for commerce and intrigue, a place where galactic factions mingle, deals are brokered, and secrets are currency. Upon arrival, he docks his ship and makes his way through the station's bustling corridors, heading towards the rendezvous point with his client, the representative of a rival galactic faction who hired him for the Zorgon assassination. But instead of a warm welcome and the promised payment, Jax finds an unsettling silence. The air is thick with tension, and the shadows seem to hold hidden eyes. A sense of wrongness prickles at the back of his neck. Jax trusts his instincts, honed through years of mercenary work and countless close calls. He slows his pace, scanning his surroundings, his hand instinctively moving towards the plasma pistol holstered at his side. But it is not an open confrontation he faces, rather, a subtle shift in the atmosphere, a sense that he is being watched, followed. Then, a snippet of conversation drifts towards him, carried on the artificial breeze of the station's ventilation system. A shadowy figure, cloaked and hooded, whispers into a comm device, the words barely audible above the station's ambient hum. He knows too much. The words hit Jax like a physical blow. It becomes clear that his client, the faction who hired him, never intended to honor their agreement. They fear his power, his capabilities, and the knowledge he now possesses regarding their operations and ambitions. His successful completion of his contract has made him a liability, a loose end they intend to eliminate. Suddenly, the pieces fall into place, the vague briefing, the lack of direct contact, the excessive payment. It was all a setup, a carefully orchestrated plan to use Jax as a weapon and then dispose of him. Now on high alert, Jax realizes he is walking into a trap, but the hunter has become the hunted. Forewarned and prepared, Jax moves with a speed and precision that blurs the line between human and phantom. His pursuers, a squad of heavily armed mercenaries contracted by his treacherous client, believe they are the hunters, closing in for the kill. But they are stepping into a carefully laid trap. Jax melts into the station's labyrinthine corridors, using his knowledge of the ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels, transforming the station, a symbol of galactic neutrality, into his personal hunting ground. His superior combat skills, honed through years of relentless training and countless battles, now become his greatest weapon. He anticipates their every move, turning their coordinated assault into a chaotic free-for-all. The would-be assassins spread out, their boots echoing on the metal floor, their weapons raised and ready. They sweep through shops and cafes, their faces grim, their eyes narrowed, searching for their elusive prey. But Jax is already 3 steps ahead, using a combination of stealth, misdirection, and calculated violence. Jax begins to dismantle their operation piece by piece. He disables their comms, cutting them off from each other, sowing confusion and discord. One by one, they fall victim to his meticulously crafted ambushes. A silenced plasma burst from the shadows, a pressure plate triggering a concussive blast, a cleverly placed holographic decoy leading them into a dead end. The hunters become the hunted, their confidence replaced by fear as they realize they are facing an opponent far more dangerous than they anticipated. Finally, Jax confronts the leader of the assassination squad, a hulking brute with cybernetic enhancements and a reputation for ruthlessness. The mercenary snarls, his eyes filled with rage, "You should have taken the money and disappeared, human. Instead, you've made a powerful enemy." Jax responds coldly, his voice devoid of emotion. "You picked the wrong mercenary to betray." With a swift, decisive strike, he disarms the mercenary and disables his cybernetic enhancements, leaving him helpless and broken. The remaining assassins, witnessing their leader's defeat, scatter like rats, their mission in ruins, their confidence shattered. Jax stands amidst the chaos, a lone figure amidst the wreckage of their failed operation. His message is clear: he will not be trifled with. He is not a pawn to be used and discarded. He is a force to be reckoned with. But as the immediate threat subsides, Jax knows that this is only the beginning. The betrayal runs deeper than he initially suspected, and the forces arrayed against him are far more powerful than a simple assassination squad. With the immediate threat neutralized, Jax now refocuses on uncovering the conspiracy that led to this betrayal, sensing that the Krall Galaxy was merely a pawn in a much larger game, a game he is now determined to win. The betrayal was merely the surface, but Jax uncovers a deeper conspiracy. The Krall Galaxy, he now realizes, was merely a pawn in a much larger power struggle, manipulated by forces far older and more powerful than Overlord Zorgon ever was. He begins to piece together fragments of information gleaned from encrypted data streams and intercepted communications, revealing a shadow war between ancient alien races, beings of immense power who have been shaping galactic events for millennia. They are entities that exist beyond the comprehension of most species, their motives inscrutable, their influence pervasive. It is these ancient races who were the true puppet masters, pulling the strings from behind the scenes, using the Krall as expendable tools in their cosmic game. And now, Jax finds himself caught in their crosshairs. A key piece of evidence surfaces, a holographic message transmitted from a hidden relay station deep within Krall space. The message is garbled and fragmented, but one phrase pierces through the static, clear and unambiguous. A voice, ancient and resonating with power, declares the human is the key. The revelation hangs heavy in the air, a chilling confirmation of Jax's worst fears. He is not just a mercenary hired to eliminate a tyrannical overlord. He is a pivotal figure in a conflict far beyond his initial contract, a conflict that threatens to engulf the entire galaxy. But what makes him so important? What role is he destined to play in this ancient struggle? Jax knows that he must delve deeper into this conspiracy, uncover the truth behind the holographic message, and understand why he has become a target of such immense power. The answers lie hidden within the secrets of the ancient races, secrets that he must now expose, whatever the cost. But as Jax begins his search, he knows that he is walking into a darkness far more profound than anything he has ever encountered, a darkness that could consume him and everyone he cares about. So the hunt for the artifact begins, a quest that will test Jax's skills, his resolve, and his very humanity. Now drawn into the cosmic game, Jax's new mission is clear: locate the artifact. The artifact is not merely a weapon or a technological marvel. It is rumored to be capable of rewriting reality itself, altering the past, present, and future at the wielder's whim. Such power makes it the ultimate prize, attracting the attention of all the major players in this galactic drama. The ancient aliens, with their vast knowledge and inscrutable motives, seek to harness the artifact's power to further their own agendas, whatever those may be. Jax's former clients, the rival Galactic faction who initially hired him to assassinate Overlord Zorgon, also desire the artifact, hoping to use it to gain an advantage in their ongoing power struggle. Jax muses to himself, "Everyone wants a piece of the pie." This reflects the greed and desperation driving everyone in the cosmic game. Jax knows that he is not the only one searching for the artifact. He is in a race against time, competing with powerful and ruthless adversaries who will stop at nothing to achieve their goals. To find it, Jax must follow a trail of cryptic clues scattered across the galaxy, deciphering ancient texts, navigating treacherous landscapes, and outsmarting his relentless pursuers. His search takes him to forgotten temples on desolate planets, hidden research facilities on remote asteroids, and bustling black market hubs where secrets are currency. Along the way, Jax encounters a colorful cast of characters, some who offer assistance, others who seek to exploit him for their own gain. He forms uneasy alliances with smugglers, mercenaries, and rogue scientists, all of whom have their own reasons for wanting to be involved in the hunt for the artifact. But Jax trusts no one completely, knowing that betrayal can come from any corner. The closer Jax gets to the artifact, the more dangerous his journey becomes. He faces deadly traps, encounters monstrous creatures, and engages in harrowing battles with heavily armed opponents, and yet he presses on, driven by a sense of purpose that transcends his mercenary instincts. Little does Jax know, as the artifact quest intensifies, he will find himself facing something unbelievable. As Jax closes in on the artifact's location, he is confronted by the ancient guardians. These powerful beings have protected the artifact for millennia, serving as its gatekeepers and ensuring that it does not fall into the wrong hands. They are not mere physical obstacles, but rather entities of immense power and wisdom, capable of testing Jax in ways he could never have imagined. To prove his worthiness, Jax has to face a series of trials and battles, each designed to challenge his skills, his resolve, and his very character. The trials begin with tests of combat prowess, pitting Jax against fearsome creatures and skilled warriors in simulated environments that push him to his limits. He must demonstrate his mastery of weapons, his tactical thinking, and his ability to adapt to any situation. But the Guardians are not only interested in Jax's martial abilities. They subject him to mental challenges that probe his intellect and his understanding of the universe. He must solve ancient riddles, decipher complex codes, and navigate treacherous mazes that test his problem-solving skills and his ability to think outside the box. Perhaps the most difficult trials are those that test Jax's moral compass. He is presented with difficult choices, forced to confront his own values and beliefs. The Guardians scrutinize his every action, judging whether he is truly worthy of wielding the artifact's power. Throughout these trials, Jax faces numerous challenges, each seemingly insurmountable. Yet he perseveres, driven by his determination to complete his mission and his growing sense of responsibility. He learns to overcome his fears, to trust his instincts, and to rely on his skills and his cunning. Finally, after enduring countless trials and battles, Jax stands before the Guardians, awaiting their judgment. The lead Guardian, a towering figure with eyes that seem to hold the wisdom of ages, speaks. Only a true champion may wield its power. This statement marks a turning point in Jax's journey, signifying that he has passed the tests and proven himself worthy. The Guardians grant Jax access to the artifact, entrusting him with the immense power it holds. What Jax does after acquiring the artifact will ultimately decide the fate of the cosmos. The power within awaits as Jax unlocks the artifact, and as the artifact's energy surges through Jax, he gains an understanding of its true nature and potential. It is not merely a weapon or a tool, but a conduit to unimaginable power, capable of shaping reality itself. He sees visions of countless worlds, each teetering on the brink of destruction or blossoming with life, and realizes that the artifact holds the key to their fate. However, the artifact's power is not without its risks. Jax perceives that it can be used to restore balance to the cosmos, healing the wounds of war and oppression, or it can be used to plunge the galaxy into eternal darkness, unleashing chaos and destruction on an unprecedented scale. The choice, he understands, rests solely with him, and also hears a voice in his mind, clear as a bell but ancient and resonant. The artifact whispers, "Choose wisely." These two words echo in Jax's mind, weighing heavily on his soul. He knows that the decisions he makes in the coming moments will have far-reaching consequences, not only for himself but for the entire cosmos. The weight of responsibility settles upon him, crushing but also empowering. Jax understands with stark clarity that wielding such power is not a game, it is a profound obligation. He must consider the needs of countless beings, weigh the potential outcomes of his actions, and make choices that align with his values and his conscience. Jax also knows that he cannot allow himself to be swayed by personal desires or selfish ambitions. The artifact's power is too great to be used for personal gain. He must remain selfless, focused on the greater good, and willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of the cosmos. As he grapples with this immense responsibility, Jax draws upon all of his experiences, his training, and his inner strength. He reflects on the lessons he has learned, the challenges he has overcome, and the people he has encountered along the way. Jax realizes that he is not alone in this journey. He carries with him the hopes and dreams of countless beings who are counting on him to make the right choices. He remembers the faces of those he has helped, the worlds he has saved, and the lives he has touched. These memories fuel his determination and give him the courage to face the challenges that lie ahead. The artifact's power continues to grow within him, amplifying his thoughts, his emotions, and his intentions. He begins to feel a deep connection to the cosmos, a sense of unity with all living things. He understands that he is not just a mercenary, but a guardian, a protector, and a beacon of hope for a galaxy in need. With newfound resolve, Jax prepares to make his choice, ready to face the consequences, whatever they may be, which leads him to the next stage of the cosmic war. The cosmic war ignites as Jax, now wielding the artifact's formidable power, decides to intervene directly in the escalating conflict. He quickly realizes that the petty squabbles and territorial disputes between the various galactic factions are meaningless in the face of a far greater threat, a parasitic entity of immense power known only as the Consume. This entity drifts through the cosmos, devouring entire worlds and assimilating all life into its ever-growing mass, and Jax understands that if it is left unchecked, all life in the galaxy will be extinguished. To confront this existential threat, Jax knows that he must unite the warring factions, and this is no easy task. These factions, which include the Krall, the Zidonians, and the Sylvans, have been locked in conflict for centuries, each with their own agendas, prejudices, and grievances. They view each other with suspicion and hostility, making cooperation seem impossible. Jax uses the artifact to project his voice across the galaxy, reaching out to the leaders of each faction. He shows them visions of the Consume's destructive power, demonstrating the scale of the threat they face. He appeals to their sense of self-preservation, reminding them that their individual struggles are insignificant compared to the survival of their species, and delivers a powerful speech, declaring, "We fight together or we die alone." These words resonate with many, even those hardened by years of war, and slowly, grudgingly, the factions begin to consider the possibility of an alliance. Jax travels to different worlds, meeting with leaders, mediating disputes, and forging compromises. He uses his charisma, his combat skills, and the artifact's power to gain their trust and persuade them to set aside their differences. Jax faces countless challenges along the way. Some leaders are resistant to change, clinging to old hatreds and rivalries. Others are skeptical of Jax's motives, questioning whether he can be trusted with such immense power. Jax proves his commitment to their cause, risking his life to defend their worlds, offering his expertise in battle tactics, and sharing the artifact's power to enhance their defenses. Gradually, Jax's efforts begin to bear fruit. The factions agree to a ceasefire, and they begin to coordinate their military forces. They share intelligence, pool resources, and develop a unified strategy to confront the Consume. Jax becomes the de facto leader of this unlikely alliance, inspiring them with his courage, his determination, and his unwavering belief in their ability to overcome the darkness, proving he is a beacon of hope in the face of despair. With the coalition formed, the stage is set for the final, climactic battle against the parasitic entity, but the path ahead is fraught with peril, and as they prepare for the fight of their lives, none can predict the sacrifices that will be required. The final stand begins as Jax leads the united forces toward the Consume, their ships forming a massive armada against an enemy of unimaginable scale. The Consume appears as a swirling vortex of darkness, its tendrils reaching out to engulf everything in its path. The Allied forces, composed of diverse species and spacecraft, brace themselves for the onslaught, facing overwhelming odds. As they approach the Consume, the entity unleashes waves of energy that tear through the fleet, and ships explode in fiery bursts, while smaller vessels are simply absorbed into the entity's mass. Despite the carnage, Jax presses forward, his ship, the Defiant, leading the charge. He knows that their only chance of survival lies in reaching the Consume's core, and he rallies the Allied forces with a defiant message, urging them to hold the line and fight for their homes, their families, and their future. The battle descends into chaos, as fighters engage in desperate dogfights against swarms of assimilated drones, and capital ships exchange volleys of devastating fire. The Consume's tendrils lash out, ensnaring ships and pulling them into its depths as the Allied forces struggle to maintain their formation. Amidst the chaos, Jax executes a daring maneuver, weaving through the enemy lines and dodging incoming fire. He uses the artifact to amplify his ship's weapons, unleashing blasts of energy that rip through the Consume's outer layers. The entity focuses its attention on Jax, recognizing him as the greatest threat. It unleashes a concentrated blast of energy that threatens to overwhelm the Defiant, but Jax activates the ship's shields and withstands the attack. The entity roars, its voice echoing across the battlefield, "You cannot stop me, human. I am the end of all things." Jax responds with unwavering resolve, "This is not your galaxy to consume. We will not let you destroy our worlds." The Allied forces rally around Jax, their determination renewed. They unleash a coordinated assault, targeting the consume's weak points and exploiting its vulnerabilities. The entity retaliates with increasing ferocity, but the Allied forces hold their ground, their courage and unity a testament to Jax's leadership. The battle rages on, the fate of the cosmos hanging in the balance. With the stage set for the final confrontation, Jax prepares for a desperate gambit, a last-ditch effort to destroy the consume from within, deciding the survival of the cosmos. The battle reaches its climax as Jax prepares for a final, desperate move. He knows that the consume is too powerful to be destroyed by conventional means, so he decides to use the artifact to strike at its core. With the Defiant heavily damaged and the Allied forces struggling to hold their ground, Jax charges the artifact with all his remaining energy, channeling its power into a concentrated blast. He aims for the consume's central vortex, the source of its insatiable hunger. Jax's ship, battered but unbowed, speeds directly toward the swirling darkness. The consume lashes out with tendrils of energy, attempting to stop him, but Jax deftly evades the attacks, his piloting skills pushed to their absolute limit. He pushes the Defiant harder, and the ship groans under the strain. The Allied forces create a protective screen around Jax, drawing the consume's fire and sacrificing themselves to clear his path. Their bravery buys Jax the precious seconds he needs. Reaching the consume's core, Jax unleashes the artifact's full potential, a blinding surge of energy erupting from the Defiant. The consume howls in pain as the artifact's power disrupts its structure, tearing apart its essence. The vortex begins to collapse, its darkness receding as the entity's hold on reality weakens. The parasitic entity fades, losing its grasp on the cosmos. With its defeat, the assimilated worlds are freed and the consumed energy is released. Countless worlds are restored to their former glory. As the entity vanishes, Jax whispers, "Go back to the void." His words resonate through the cosmos, marking the end of the consume's reign of terror. The Allied forces celebrate their hard-fought victory, their cheers echoing across the stars, united in gratitude and relief. Jax has not only saved the galaxy, but has also inspired its people to stand together against any threat. With peace and stability secured for countless worlds, a new era dawns, promising hope and prosperity. That victory, however, has come at a great cost, and Jax's journey is far from over. With the din of battle now a fading echo, Jax vanishes into the vast expanse of the cosmos, leaving behind a legacy etched in starlight. The once tyrannical consume is no more, its darkness banished, and the galaxy breathes anew. Worlds once consumed find themselves reborn, their people liberated, and their landscapes rejuvenated. The echoes of war gradually give way to celebrations as survivors begin to rebuild their shattered lives. Jax's actions have ushered in an unparalleled era of peace and prosperity, but his own fate remains shrouded in mystery as he embarks on an uncertain journey beyond the galactic borders. On one of the newly liberated planets, a distinguished alien leader addresses a vast assembly. Standing before a grateful multitude, the alien leader speaks with profound emotion and gratitude, acknowledging the immense debt that the galaxy owes to this enigmatic human mercenary. The alien leader proclaims, "He was the hero we needed." The words resonate deeply, solidifying Jax's place in the annals of galactic history. Stories of his bravery, skill, and unwavering resolve spread like wildfire, transforming him into a symbol of hope for countless generations to come. Although the galaxy now enjoys peace, Jax carries the weight of his experiences. The memories of battles fought and sacrifices made linger, fueling an unyielding determination to remain ever vigilant. His legend now a beacon of hope, he continues his journey through the cosmos, forever the guardian of those who cannot defend themselves. The future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: Jax's legacy will endure, inspiring courage and unity throughout the galaxy, and the adventures that await him in the vast unknown are boundless. Even with the galaxy safe for now, new threats always arise, and it is only a matter of time before Jax finds himself facing another seemingly impossible mission. The story ends with a new contract posted on a shadowy network. Whispers of Jax's exploits have spread far and wide, reaching ears both benevolent and sinister. In the hidden corners of the galaxy, where fortunes are made and lost on the edge of a knife, a new message flickers to life, barely visible amidst the data streams. A desperate plea for help, a cryptic promise of reward, and a single name that sends shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned mercenaries: Jax. The contract is unlike any other he has faced before, steeped in mystery and danger, daring anyone to accept it. This challenge is a call to arms for our hero, a path shrouded in uncertainty and brimming with the potential for both glory and doom. The narrator reflects, the cosmos is vast and threats are ever present, but somewhere out there, Jax is ready, a one-man army against the darkness, waiting for his next impossible mission. Across the star-strewn canvas of the universe, countless worlds teem with life, each harboring its own hopes, dreams, and fears. Yet, lurking in the shadows, malevolent forces plot and scheme, ready to plunge the galaxy into chaos once more. But in the face of such overwhelming darkness, a beacon of hope remains, a lone figure traversing the cosmos, armed with unmatched skill, unwavering courage, and an unyielding sense of justice. Jax stands ready, a bulwark against the encroaching night, his legend forever etched in the annals of galactic lore. He is a symbol to the oppressed, a nightmare to the wicked, and a promise that even in the darkest of times, one person can make a difference. The saga of Jax, the unstoppable human mercenary, is far from over. His journey continues, an endless odyssey through the stars, where every new horizon brings fresh dangers and untold possibilities. Though his past is filled with battles fought and victories won, the future remains unwritten, an infinite tapestry of adventures waiting to unfold. With each step, Jax embraces the unknown, his spirit unyielding, his determination unwavering. He is the embodiment of resilience, the epitome of courage, and the guardian of a galaxy teetering on the brink. The cosmos is vast, and the threats are ever present, but rest assured, Jax is out there, prepared to face whatever challenges lie ahead, reminding us that even against insurmountable odds, hope can prevail. And so, we leave you with a sense of anticipation, with the knowledge that Jax's legend will continue. His story is a testament to the power of the individual, a celebration of the indomitable human spirit, and a reminder that even in the darkest corners of the universe, one person can make a difference. So, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more thrilling adventures and epic tales from across the cosmos.